This is the next in my Saturday Superlative series, and of course, obviously it's Sunday, but looking back at Saturday's standouts. And now turning to the quarterbacks. Everyone's talking about Justin Fields, and they should be. I mean, when you go 20 of 21 and 276 yards and 3 touchdowns plus a running touchdown, you should be an object of discussion. He's going to be discussed every week. But I want to start actually with a young man in his first collegiate start. Very exciting. TJ Finley is, first of all, about 6'5" and 7/8, about 244 pounds. He's just a monster. And, people bring up names like, Cam Newton, Jamarcus Russell. He's, between the two. But he's so young. Who knows what he'll end up being when it's all said and done. But let's just focus on the game he had. Was he perfect? No. But was he exceptionally good for somebody with so little experience? The answer is undoubtedly yes. 17 of 21, 265 yards, 2 touchdowns passing, 1 rushing, and 1 interception. And did you see him, like I said, look raw? Certainly. But so much to build on. He's going to be really good before it's all said and done. Unspectacular, but effective, going along the line. Obviously, a senior, is he in book at Notre Dame? Not a guy that's going to get, NFL scouts, super, super excited, but he's a guy who's going to find ways to hang around. I think he's going to be a top shelf backup for many years in the NFL, but we'll see. But he had 312 yards, 3 touchdowns, moved well. He's been more aggressive in using his mobility this year, and I think that's going to continue to serve him well. I have to make the obligatory mention of Mac Jones, who was 25 of 31 for 287 yards. No, sorry, 387 yards, because he would never go for 287. 387, and a rushing touchdown. And the crazy thing is that's kind of a ho-hum day at the office for Mac Jones, but he's going to continue to rewrite the record book down in Tuscaloosa. Another quarterback putting up crazy numbers in sort of ho-hum fashion is Dylan Gabriel. Once again, before it's all said and done, he's going to own probably every single passing record at UCF. So 26 of 40 for 422 is sort of, like I said, just sort of another day for him and 4 touchdowns. But once again, a guy who's sort of like Ian Book, sort of overlooked because nothing about him jumps out at you. But, even though he's probably going to measure slightly less than 6 feet tall, he's probably about 187 pounds, but he can throw the ball with a touch and anticipation. Not a huge arm, but once again, a guy I think finds a way to hang around the league as a backup. De'Aaron King went 21 of 30 for 322 yards, and once again, did De'Aaron King things. He's sometimes one of the most athletic people on the field, and he's growing and growing as a passer. I think you're going to see him. He's going to be an interesting evaluation because of his size, because of how well he moves, and of course we've seen people who would have been moved and passed away from playing quarterback being allowed to play quarterback, so hopefully he'll fall into the category of at least getting his chance. That covers the passers. Next up, pass catchers.